friends, welcome back to my channel. I was actually just about to head out to Sephora to do a return, and I thought to myself, like, wait, why don't I take a moment, sit down, and talk you guys through what I'm returning and why. I'm someone who really enjoys watching like products I regret buying videos, but I've never really been able to film one because I'm not somebody who, one, buys a surplus of makeup that then I regret purchasing, and two, I also will return something. I'm someone who very much exercises my right to return cosmetics that I don't like. And with my recent Sephora VIB haul, I knew going in that I was going to take a risk buying some things because if I didn't end up liking them, I would have very easily been like, it's not a big deal to take the risk. If I don't like it, I can just return it. And there are actually 3 things that I'll be returning from my Sephora VIB sale, and then another like item that I picked up shortly after the sale ended. So we'll start with that. The first thing I bought that I didn't end up showing you guys because I bought it after the VIB sale ended, it was something that came back in stock like conveniently right after, and that was the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some Nude Lip. The kit looks like this. It retails for, it says $28, but it's a $68 value. I know what you're probably thinking, why on earth would I, of all people, buy a like nude lip kit? But what drew me to this was I really do enjoy a lot of these like types of rosy shades, and part of me was like iffy on it because I had already gotten the NARS sample in a Sephora play box. Then I had gotten a Too Faced Lip Injection Glossy from another Sephora Playbox, and I wasn't sure if it was the same shade or not. They're different shades, but the reality is I don't like enough of these to justify it. The two that I really enjoyed, I really liked the Marc Jacobs one in here, but the gloss is so nude with my skin tone that I almost look dead. It's not flattering on me, but I love the texture of it. And then the Urban Decay Vice liquid lipstick, this was really surprising because it has like a metallic sort of sheen in the tube, but then it dries down to this like matte product, and I ended up just putting gloss over it, and I like the look of that a lot, but I feel like I don't need to keep the whole kit because I like one item in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and return this. I feel like if you're somebody who will like these shades, they're not too dark for you, they'll be flattering for your skin tone, it's a really great deal. But just for me, it didn't end up working out, even though I really wanted to give it the old try. The other 2 items are things that I picked up during the VIB sale that I am returning. The first is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured Cream in Prosecco Pop. So I've never tried this highlighter texture before, and I haven't heard a lot about it. And after using it, I think I know why I haven't heard a lot about it on YouTube. It's a really difficult texture to work with. It's like this like creamy kind of texture, which you feel like is gonna be really pretty, but then when you go to like tap it on, you barely get anything. Like, I'll show you again. You barely get anything, and then you have to like streak it on, but then it moves your foundation underneath it. Plus, I wasn't overly keen on the Prosecco Pop shade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and return this. Originally, since I kind of knew I wasn't feeling the shade, I thought I would try to get another color of this in this formula, but honestly, I just don't like this formula, so I'm gonna go ahead and return it just because I don't think I'm gonna get any use out of it, and I don't think it really has an effective way to apply it. I know people will say that this is meant to be a more natural highlighter. Trust me, I do not like excessively aggressive highlighters, but this can't even really be transferred onto your face using your finger, which I feel like is the most basic way to apply product. The other thing I'm returning is the Benefit Hoola Light. This I used pretty like heavily for about a week. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, like you can see some visible use happening there. I like went back and forth on being like, oh, do I like this or do I not like it? And then I saw myself in natural light because I get dressed and put my makeup on before the sun rises. It's starting to come to that point in the year where the sun will be rising. And it'll be fully risen when I've come to school around like 6:30 in the morning, but before that, no. So my issue with this is that it's kind of, I think chalky is the best way I want to describe it. And when I put it on my skin, it doesn't really like, it blends in a really patchy way. So it would create this like streak on the side of my face. And I have my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on, which is very natural. They have like a very natural finish, both of these, but I just prefer the way the Physicians Formula blends out over this. And I feel like for the price tag of it and for how many bronzers I own, I need to really be wowed and in love with it. And I'm just not. So I'm going to go ahead and return this. So those are the 3 items that I am bringing back to Sephora. I'm going to go ahead and get my money back on them. I haven't finished trying out all the things in my VIB sale. I still haven't really tried the California box blush, but I'm hoping to try this soon to make a decision on it. But again, if I don't like it, I'll just go back another time and return it. But I'm tired of waiting. I just want to go ahead and get these out of my life. But that is what I'm returning. If you guys like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments below. I again probably won't be able to do them very often because I'm not someone who typically has like a collective grouping of things that go back. It tends to be like a one-off here and there. But I thought for this time, I do it. If you like this kind of thing in the future, if I happen to have it again, I will definitely make a point to share it with you. But that is it for me. I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.